Hi, my name is Ohad, and I made a thing for managing medication. Now, there's tons of pill trackers online. Some are better than others, but none of them seem really good for managing pills that multiple people give to one person. So, for instance, parents giving medication to a child, or people who have a pet together giving medication to that pet. So, inevitably, what happens is people create some kind of group chat, and they write things like, paracetamol now, right? Or I don't know, cough syrup 2 minutes ago, right? Or actually, 7 minutes ago, whatever. So it's not structured, but it does work. And I figured maybe I can do a little bit better than this. Then I created a Telegram bot. And the reason it's a Telegram bot is that Telegram bots are easy to create. And that bot is invited to this group. The bot's name is BedicBot, which is Hebrew for test bot, and TrufotBot is Hebrew. Trufot is Hebrew for medication. So you run this yourself. It's self-hosted, and you get a web UI for it that is on this tab. So first step, you need to say who the user is, the person giving the medication on this browser. So I'm going to type Ohad, and I'm going to create a patient, which is myself, when I get the medication. And it needs the Telegram group ID. So how do we get that? So once the bot is in the group, you can just type /help, and you will get the chat's ID. And you can copy that by clicking it, and you can paste that here. I'll save it, and I'll create another one for child, and I'll use the same group ID, but you can have a different one for each patient. And suppose I have a headache, so I will add a medication and paracetamol. And I will take 2 paracetamol now. So 2, and it'll be now, and log dose, and here we go, it's here, and I can go back and I can edit, and very importantly, it just announced on this group that Ohad took paracetamol 2 right now. And there's a link to the management, which is the exact same page. Now, and I can go back and I can edit this dose or delete it. Now, importantly, I don't say to what. This might be, some kind of syrup, and then it would be 2 milliliters. More likely, you'll have, 20 or 200 milliliters or whatever is appropriate. And I leave that up to the user. You can add in the description. You can say, 1 means 1 pill. With ibuprofen in particular, it's important. So for instance, with ibuprofen, what we like to do is say ibuprofen and write 1 means 1 200 milligram pill. And the reason we do that is that ibuprofen comes in 400 milligram pills as well, sometimes called whatever max. And the reason it's important is that you can do for medication, you can add limits. So ibuprofen, if you're talking about 200 milligram pills, then every 4 hours you can have 2, and every 24 hours you can have no more than 6. So that's every 4 hours 2, every 24 hours 6, and you can do that. And suppose I take 1 ibuprofen now, because the headache isn't that bad. So what it'll do is it'll say, okay, you can take 1 more right now, or another one in 2 minutes, in 3 hours and 58 minutes. So, and yeah, that shows up here as well. And of course, the exact same thing happens when it's for the child. But suppose for the child, now by default you show the same medication shows up for everyone the same, and the same limits as well. But there is one difference, which is you can add schedules and different schedules for different people. So suppose there is kids vitamins. Children's vitamins. No? Oh, sorry. It did add it. Okay. So I'll delete children's vitamins. Kids vitamins. And suppose I give 3 at a time. And suppose I gave them now. And suppose I want a reminder to do that every day at 8 p.m. So this has to be in cron syntax. It is not entirely friendly, but it does work. So 8 p.m. is 0 seconds, 0 minutes, 8 p.m. every day, every weekday, every month. And while that syntax is hard to get to, at least there's a little thing that checks it and says it's at 8 p.m. And this is actually pretty powerful. You can say, 8 p.m. every other day, right? I think it's here. No, this is every 2 months. The syntax is great. The translation back to English isn't great, but it does give reminders. So if I do that, then at 8 p.m., I will get a reminder that looks like this. And it'll give me 3 options. If I click on take, then it'll say, okay, maybe I gave some other amount, but usually it's the same amount as last time, which will show up, or also skip, which is just give 0. And when you click it, then this changes into, okay, actually this person gave. So that is for responding to reminders. If you want to log medication that is not part of it, so you can go to the web UI and you can maybe add a little pinned message to the group so people know how to find it easily, so you can always go back to that pinned message and get the UI and navigate here. But it might be a bit of a hassle, especially depending on your network situation, if you need to log in through a proxy or something. So I made a thing that you can do just this. You can do record OHAD paracetamol 4, right? But you have to get it exactly right. If you accidentally mistype the name of someone, then it's there's no such patient. Now, I purposely didn't make this do corrections because then you wouldn't be exactly sure, what did it correct to? Did it correct to the right thing? We'll just need to say that it's not sure. So instead, I added an autocomplete mechanism. This is the best, the closest thing I could get to an autocomplete for commands in Telegram. So give it at the bot name. And now, the way I wrote it is you can just very fuzzily type. So chilled, I wrote, and then suppose it's Profen, right? So it knows, okay, you're talking about child ibuprofen, and the amount will always come in there. You don't have to type it because at any point you can just tap the right one for what you're looking for, and it'll record the exact right thing. So that is basically it. We've been using it in the family for a few weeks now, and it works quite well. And yeah, thank you.